going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City transfer update. We are rolling out daily Manchester City transfer updates throughout the whole of the summer transfer window for you guys to look forward to and enjoy. So if you want to stay up to date every single day on YouTube with all the latest Manchester City transfer news, then do subscribe to my channel. It is free. Also, don't forget social media links. They're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. TikTok link also in the description if you want to go and follow me on there. Do leave a thumbs up. 300 likes once more is the aim. Smashed it in the last one. Can we hit 300 again on this one? That would be fantastic. And also, don't forget, most importantly, do let me know your thoughts in the comments below, as I'm always interested in what you do have to say with regards to these transfers. So we're going to crack on with this video, and we're going to start off with some very exciting and some brilliant news, and it comes in the form of a contract update on Nathan Ake. Now, it was getting reported yesterday afternoon by Sam Lee that Nathan Ake was set to sign a new 4-year contract at Manchester City. It was a little bit unclear as to whether it was going to be a 4-year contract from now, 2023, or whether it was going to be a 4-year extension from his contract expiring in 2025, which would put him on a contract until 2029. But Man City have put more clarity on that, because at 9 AM this morning, Nathan Ake has signed a new contract at Manchester City until 2027. It's a 4-year deal, a 2-year extension. Brilliant news. Well deserved for Nathan Ake. He has been one of the most consistent performers for Manchester City in defence. He has been nothing short of phenomenal for City, and he is at a point where, to me, City could be spending a lot of money on Josko Gvardiol, and Gvardiol could be struggling to get into the City squad on that left-hand side because of how good Nathan Ake has been for Manchester City. So getting him tied down to a new deal is fantastic. Let's not forget, just 12 months ago, Chelsea were heavily getting linked with Nathan Ake. We managed to see off interest from them, and it's very much looking like Nathan Ake now committing his prime years to Manchester City, and that is absolutely fantastic. I do want to say that Jack Gaughan, one of the most reliable sources when it comes to City information, tweeted over the last 12 hours or so that Nathan Ake is going to sign his new contract this weekend. It was just a matter of when City are going to announce it, and City getting that sorted sooner rather than later. Fantastic news. Nathan Ake, 4-year contract. Very pleased, very pleased. Anyway, moving on to the outs, we've got the very latest on James McAtee, and he's put some clarity from himself on his own future in an interview with The Athletic. Now, he has said that he thinks the plan is for him to stay with Manchester City this season, but he isn't sure. He's not going to commit 100% to that. He said that he's not had a chance yet to sit down with Manchester City, to sit down with Pep Guardiola and speak about the future and what the expectations are and what the plans are, certainly for at least the upcoming season. He said he's expecting that to happen once Manchester City are back in Manchester from their pre-season tour. That tour comes to an end this weekend. City playing their final game in South Korea, in Seoul, taking on Atletico Madrid. That's happening tomorrow from midday. I've got a live stream, 11:45 AM BST. I'll be going live covering that game for you to go and check out. The link to that's already out on my channel if you want to go and set your reminders for. But that is going to be Man City's last pre-season game. After that game, City will be travelling back to Manchester, and I suspect that the future of a lot of the players will get sorted, or at least talked about, over the next week whilst we are back in Manchester to get that ready and sorted in time for the upcoming Premier League season. James McAtee has said that Pep Guardiola briefly has spoke to him and said that he's told him to knuckle down, work hard in pre-season, and we can go from there. So we'll see what happens with regards to James McAtee and his future. Now, moving on to the final outs, and we've got the very latest on Riyad Mahrez. We, of course, reported yesterday that he'd signed for Al-Ahli, and we've had some more clarification put on this deal. So it is, to my belief, a deal worth over £30 million, just over £30 million, with an upfront fee of roughly around £25-26 million, which I presume is going to be paid in instalments, not as one lump sum. But yeah, that's what Man City are receiving for the transfer, and then there's around £4 to £5 million in add-ons. Obviously, Riyad Mahrez signing for Al-Ahli over in Saudi Arabia means he's no longer a Manchester City player. He's signed for them on a 4-year deal, so he signed a contract until 2027, much like what Nathan Ake has just signed his current deal at with Manchester City. So I wanted to take this opportunity to thank Riyad for all of his dedication, his services, and his hard work and graft to Manchester City. He is a phenomenal player, and I'm wishing him nothing but the best in the future, and I'm wishing him the very best of luck in Saudi Arabia with Al-Ahli as well. This is the last time that I'm ever going to speak about Riyad Mahrez and Manchester City in the same sentence, which I want you to really let that sink in, because that is quite sad. 5 years at Manchester City, he has been a very successful player, and as I was saying yesterday, Riyad Mahrez has got, in my opinion, the best touch of any Man City player that I have ever seen in my life. I've been supporting Manchester City now for just over 20 years, and he is one of the best when it comes to ball control. He's been a phenomenal winger. He's scored some very important goals. He's grabbed the assist. He's a big game player. His experience will be missed. His presence around Manchester City will be missed as well. A dedicated professional. I want to thank Riyad Mahrez for all the wonderful memories that he's created for all us Manchester City fans. And as I said, wishing him the very best of luck. And that chapter now is closed, and Riyad Mahrez to Manchester City is no more. And when a chapter closes, a new one opens, and he's got a new life for himself in Saudi Arabia, 4-year deal. He's going to be earning a lot of money there as well. So wishing him the very best of luck with that. And speaking of chapters closing and a new chapter opening, could that be happening for Josko Gvardiol? Could well be. Anyway, Sky Sport in Germany, they say that Manchester City now are firmly focused on sealing the Josko Gvardiol deal. He says that RB Leipzig from the start weren't too convinced that Manchester City wanted Gvardiol because they weren't going all out for him. However, they firmly believe now Man City do want Josko Gvardiol. Pretty strange thing to say when it comes to transfers, but it makes sense because to me there's a bit of transfer tactic, a bit of gamesmanship going on here. Leipzig have said that they want 100 million euros. They're very much insistent on that 100 million euros, and according to Simon Stone and Mike Minay, they've both confirmed that a deadline has been set by RB Leipzig for Man City to find an agreement, as was reported on yesterday. 12th of August is the date that they're looking at. Manchester City don't seem to be in any rush to get this transfer complete. They wanted it sorted in time for pre-season. It's not been sorted in time, so from Man City's end, there is no rush, and I imagine Man City will be working on all things transfers, not just Josko Gvardiol right now. They'll be working on new contracts like they have with Nathan Ake. They'll be working on outgoings. What do you do with the likes of Kyle Walker, Aymeric Laporte, João Cancelo, James McAtee is another player whose future needs sorting out. Things just take time. And at the moment, Man City, they have a little space in their squad. We're pretty stacked when it comes to defenders, and I imagine City want a little bit of clarity before they go all guns blazing for Josko Gvardiol. I firmly still believe they will find an agreement. It very much is a transfer tactic. Put a deadline on that and say, Man City, you have to meet our value by that date or you're not getting the player. I get it from Leipzig's end because they're saying they've not got enough time to find a replacement, a suitable replacement for Josko Gvardiol if it's not sorted in time for the start of their season. They want their squad sorted so they know who they've got, what they have going forward, and any players that are leaving have been replaced by the time that the Bundesliga starts for them and their Super Cup game against Bayern Munich happening on the 12th of August. So that's why they want it sorting by then. To me, it is just another game that's being played. The transfer can be done after that, and if Man City are willing to pay the money and Leipzig consider it acceptable, it can be done from any time between now and transfer deadline day. And what I don't want is Man City to buckle under pressure. If Man City have a stance, they have their game plan when it comes to the transfers. They have their value, they're closing in on an agreement. Keep pushing, keep digging, find that agreement, and if you keep working hard at it, because August 12th is still quite a long way away, still 2 weeks away. It's a long time to find a replacement. It's a long time to find that agreement, and an agreement isn't too far off being complete. And whilst August 12th might be a tactic being played, August 12th is a day that Man City really should be looking at and getting Gvardiol signed, because we have the start of the Premier League season. If Gvardiol, we're spending a lot of money on him, he's going to be an important first team player, you would think. And if that is the case, you want to bring important first team players in ASAP, ready in time for the big games, including the first Premier League game of the season. It's a big game. You don't want fine margins being the difference between City dropping points away at Burnley in our first game of the season and picking up them 3 points. And Gvardiol may just be important to that if that's a centrepiece that Pep Guardiola is looking for. It has been a long drawn out transfer. It's been a proper transfer saga. I am more confident with this transfer though than all the other sagas that I've had here on the JSGC channel, because I do firmly believe that Man City want Gvardiol. Man City will pay a lot of money for Josko Gvardiol, and RB Leipzig will find their replacement and they will sanction that sale. It's just a matter of waiting, and I know for you guys it can be very frustrating hearing about this day after day, week after week, hearing about Josko Gvardiol. It will get done, trust me. I am certain Man City will sign Josko Gvardiol. It's just the formalities to get sorted, and once Man City don't have these distractions without going to new contracts, City can really sit down, look at their squad and decide who they want to sign, and Gvardiol is a player that they're clearly looking at. And I will say that should any defender leave between now and August 12th, that will force Man City's hand to sign Josko Gvardiol. They may have to pay 100 million euros. We'll see who's going to come out on top. Is it going to be Chicky? Is it going to be RB Leipzig? Who's going to get the better deal? That remains to be seen. So there we go. That has been today's transfer update. Thank you everyone for watching. Much appreciated. Do let me know your thoughts of what you make of these transfers in the comments below. Leave a thumbs up as well. 300 likes is the aim. Subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Also, don't forget social media links. They're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships or any videos or any general business inquiries, and I'll see you guys religiously tomorrow for the next daily Manchester City transfer update. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.